Hey guys, Becca here. I hope everybody is holding up well in these times of trial, I want to say. I haven't been around for a while because I myself have been dealing with the times of trial and this whole pandemic, epidemic, Kafishtis, the crazies. You get it, right? Anyways, I figured I would shoot this video real quick and give you guys a slight update about some of the crazies that's been going on that you may or may not have heard about. The stimulus checks that went out. Right now, there's a controversy that nursing homes are stealing stimulus checks from their residents. And the IRS, I believe it was, has fought against it and said, these are for the residents. They are not for the facilities. So that's, pretty sad that your mother or grandparent or father or grandfather, their stimulus checks could have been stolen. That would be horrible. But also, too, it did not get touched down on is for most people that owed the child enforcement, their stimulus checks was taken as well. Even the ones that owed arrears, which money was not going toward the children, anyone that had drawn TANF, and they had arrears, even though the child was out of the home, or should I say, even if they was grew up and got out of the house and started their own families, if there was any type of arrears owed, that was taken from the stimulus. So if you owed $200, $300, $400, then that was taken from the stimulus. If you owed the whole $1,200, the whole $1,200 was taken, regardless of any other children or any other issues that may be going on. The whole thing was taken. That is the first initial $1,200 stimulus check. Right now, it's a big waiting game on another stimulus. There is talk of other stimulus. The House has already passed an 1,800-page stimulus bill. However, it is in the Senate. And unfortunately, the Senate, they get paid vacation leave. And they're going to be leaving again for the 4th. And they vote on the 1st and 2nd of July, but there has been no talk of any type of other stimulus going to the people. However, Donald Trump would like some stimulus to go toward infrastructure. The House passed a $3 trillion bill that is right now in the Senate, being taken apart, dissected, and doing with whatever they want to do with. But as of now, there has been no talk of any other type of stimulus coming to the people. So that's where we sit. A lot of us are still struggling financially, and the Senate got us on the back burner. That seems about right. Um, but it's a waiting game, guys. But I hope everybody is finding their way through all this crisis and craziness. And I hope that things do look up, and they will look up. It always gets worse, before it gets better. So, we have been through so many stages in the past little bit, from having to wear masks or being put into our homes and then allowed back out with masks. Riots, peaceful protesting, and a bunch of the kafishtis. I just sum it up, like I said before, it's the kafishtis. It's crazy, folks. It's just absolutely insane. It just kind of blows my mind to see exactly what is going on in our world today. So, the only thing that I could say is, buckle your seatbelt. The ride is not over. And, I have no idea how many turns or loop-de-loops it's going to be, but I guarantee you, you're going to want to have your seatbelt fastened. As far as us, we have to move. We still don't have our ducks in a row, so to speak, due to the crisis and everything that has happened. Being home with the children, I'm not able to. I guess I would say I can't work or hold a public job because of having the children at all times. But I do look for things to get better. We got to move, and we started to move and had the trailer, but then it got vandalized or whatever. And then we went and purchased a camper until we could get on our feet from there. We still have not had it moved. Everybody has a gooseneck, and nobody has a standard fifth wheel. So we're trying to find a way to have it moved, and so we can start from there. When we do move, we will be starting from scratch, and it will be more of a homestead type of situation, and kind of using what you got type thing. I'm excited about it. It will really show us what we are made of as a family. And, hopefully we can get ahead. A lot of issues, when you rent is, you're paying somebody else to live in their home, and you really never got a place of your own. And when things like this happens, they've got to make money too. So when things get tight, it's really hard to get your head above water. And I'm pretty sure a majority of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, my channel is still new. I've got very low subscribe rate. I think I've got under 50 right now. And so therefore my channel is definitely not monetized by any means. But if anybody does like his channel and you would like to support us, the link will be in the description below. We are looking forward to being able to plant and to grow our own food. That is a big must for us. And cheap and not free ways to be able to do that. And I plan on sharing all that with you guys. And hopefully things will look better, in the future. But if anything, this has seriously taught me a lesson. And there's a lot more things I'm going to be implementing in my life from here throughout. It has taught me that, we do need to prepare for rough times. You never know what's going to happen to the economy or the things around you. And so I'm going to definitely get right on that. As much as I want everything done right now, that is not going to happen. We've got to relocate first and try from there. So it'll be little by little. There's a lot that I'm not going to get done this year before winter, but hopefully I can get a leg up, so to speak. I can get, a small start on being able to provide for my family and become independent from the economy and the crisis that happens. From, toilet paper, to the table. You really, really, really never know how much you depend on your local convenience store or your grocery store until something like this happens. And I grew up on a farm, and now I see why my grandparents did what they did. And, I've learned. And that's great. It's a good thing. You fail to succeed. And that's what I've done. I've failed to succeed. I've learned a whole lot. And, every day I strive to learn something new. So, we'll see. We'll see how things play out. But right now, everything gets still a little crazy. We have not a clue what we're supposed to do. We don't know what to do, really. We don't know what we need. We don't know if we need to gear up for a rally or wear a face mask or protect ourselves. Speaking of rallies or whatever, the rioting has been crazy, and there's been different areas throughout the U.S. that has seen a lot of peaceful protesting turning to the confisties, okay? So, I would say to you is if you live in an area where protesting or rioting is going on, or you see protesting, I would suggest just turn around and go another way. Even though it could be inconvenient, it would be better to prevent the crazies than having to actually engage into it. And what I mean by that is there has been people that has supposed to been protesting, but they are stopping traffic and they're actually pulling people out of their vehicles and beating them. Don't take my word for it. Look it up. You'll see what's going on, and it would be just a lot better to avoid them situations than having to confront somebody with the cafiches and a baseball bat. Just saying. But anyways, guys, I just want to give you an update. I hope to give you another update tomorrow. If not, it'll be shortly after tomorrow. But, guys, do stay safe. And I'm wishing you the best. And if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. You can get all of my updates then. Give me a thumbs up. And, if you don't know, you've been watching The French Fried Truth. And I'm Becca. So, with all of that said, guys, have a good one, and I'll see you soon.